Good morning. It's 9:01 a.m. in Toronto, Canada. I just went through my news. This is actually a second take on a story that I found. I'm testing out a new laptop, and I've never tried a screen recording or an audio recording with it. So hopefully this one will work. I should really do a short test before going through everything, but I'll just talk and hopefully it'll work. So I found this book on psychiatric hubris, and it's really nothing new for me. A few more details. I need refreshing, even though I have a PhD in this area. Everybody needs refreshing. I did my PhD. I graduated in 1997, and it's now 2022. So not only am I getting older, but it's been a while, and I've gone into other areas of interest. But still, this is my main sort of area where I'm probably most comfortable talking, because I've been living this for a long time. I've been interested in spirituality since I was a kid. And when I hit about age 18, 19, suddenly Freud was there at university, and then Carl Jung. And to say I was interested is an understatement. Those theories just sat with me so well. Not that I agreed with everything, but it's sort of like I already knew them. And when I was going through the defense mechanisms of Freud, for example, I sort of knew them all, but it's just I needed the names that, Freud called them. So I don't know if I was a psychoanalyst in another life or what, or I was just programmed by God to understand this stuff. But I think I have a pretty good grasp on psychology and religion, or psychology and spirituality. This article I'm just scrolling through talks about the dark history of psychiatry, and it is dark. It's reckless, as it says right here, reckless experiments involving ECT, electroshock therapy, which they still use today, which I can't believe they do. Any psychiatrist who advocates that, I'm sorry, but I do not agree with that practice. Okay, so keep on going. More sort of dark stories. You can scroll through the article yourself if you're interested. I'm going pretty fast. I don't expect anyone to read this fast. Then they talk about how Freud came in and dominated American psychiatry. After that, it was all about drugs. And drugs were, first of all, sort of seen as tranquilizers, the author says. And then it sort of shifted into drugs as sort of more specific therapies, a drug for depression, a drug for mania, and so on, a drug for alleviating so-called schizophrenia. So if you look through this article, I think you'll agree that for some reason the Christian church is often attacked for its dark past, but psychiatry is rarely attacked for its own dark past. What I found really interesting here was the conclusion is that if we want to make I'm just paraphrasing the last couple of paragraphs. If we want to make psychiatry better, we have to look at society, not just chemicals. We have to look at the psychological, physical, and social dimensions. But what it ignores here is the spiritual dimensions. It doesn't say psychological, physical, social, and spiritual dimensions. It just says psychological, physical, and social dimensions of mental disorder. I would say difference instead of disorder. And that is depressing. What is really depressing is that this whole book, which critiques psychiatry, doesn't even get that spirituality is key. Not only, I would say, in the etiology of mental unwellness, but also in the recovery and path towards health. And any paradigm that doesn't recognize spirituality is sort of a joke. So that's my take. As I say, you can look at this article. You can see the address up there. Actually, it's linked in EP Today, so you can just go to EP Today, and there it is, Desperate Remedies, Psychiatry's Turbulent Quest to Cure Mental Illness. Thanks for watching.